Other people, Yang Lan, her husband, Bruno Wu, both are spies. They sought out Bannon. They tried to also honeypot Steve Bannon, which actually kind of makes me laugh. I had an opportunity to meet Steve, and he does not appear the type that's going to be easily seduced by some honeypot. He's a little smarter than that. But here comes the kicker. They tried to sell Trump on the fact that Miles Guo is a rapist. Now, the story comes from a woman by the name of Ma Ray. Now, Ma Ray worked for Miles on apparently a number of occasions, worked for him in China. And then when he left China and went to London, she worked for him there. And then after that, she worked for him when he was in New York City. Now, what's interesting in an article from New York Daily News that they claim in Ma Ray's alleged rape lawsuit against Miles that when she was working for him in London, she escaped Miles, went to the Chinese embassy and was able to go back to China. Okay, if you escaped Miles in London, and it wasn't until after he lived in London that he lived in New York City, why would this woman, this life loser, Ma Ray, go to work for Miles again, claim to have been raped twice? This story's got more holes in it than she does. So, yes, on our graphic there, we see an image of Ma Ray, and this is the factious case against Miles. It really reminds me of the E. Jean Carroll case against Donald Trump. E. Jean Carroll, in case you don't know, most people do, but I'll tell you anyway, she's a crazy woman, had delusions of Trump, made a case out of it when the CCP and Deep State were trying to ruin his political future when he decided he was going to run again for 2024 election. So what they did was it looks to me like they even passed a new act in New York. First of all, they passed a new law to where the statute of limitations was extended from 3 years to 20 years in the cases of rape or sexual misconduct. Since E. Jean Carroll's case did not fall within those boundaries, they went back and took another bite at the apple and decided they were going to pass the ASA. The ASA is the Adult Survivors Act. So this ASA gave a time period of another year. And that other year is exactly enough time for E. Jean Carroll to file her case and be able to completely misremember all of the facts from the case. I don't believe a word of anything that E. Jean Carroll has to say. None of it. On top of all that, this crazy loon of a woman went on Anderson Cooper's show on CNN, and in the course of the interview, she started making claims like, I think rape is fascinating. You think rape is fascinating? Yikes. That doesn't make any sense. You're suing Trump for rape, yet you think rape is fascinating. And then you say you think Anderson Cooper's fascinating. He's wonderful to talk to. The woman is a loon.